Hello, dear lovely twin flames out there. This is Dagmar, the spiritual healer, and today I want to talk to you about the beautiful subject of boundaries. But before we get into that, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love for you to subscribe. That'd be awesome. And also, if you like this video, please click the like button, and I guess you click the bell button in order to receive notifications of when I come out with new videos. And or if you have a comment about what you see, would like to give your input, share something, or ask a question of the video, please do so. I would love to hear from you. So anyway, several things also before we get going into the video is I wanted to mention that I am offering right now twice a month live healing demonstrations in 2 group meetings and in a given month, as well as guided healing meditation videos for you to use to participate in your own journey on a much more effective way, if you will, by helping yourself heal. Specifically, I'm talking about resolving your unresolved past, which plays a huge role in your twin flame relationship and in your life in general. And so this initial basic membership goes for $60 a month. You can participate in the guided healing meditation videos and actually do healings on yourself, as well as participate in 2 group meetings per month where there is questions and answers and live demonstrations of healing that I'll be facilitating. So if you are interested in doing that and making actually some medicine out of this twin flame journey and relationship that you're in, and actually shift the energy, aside from having private sessions with me, you can participate on that level. And if you want to do so, please let me know. You can do that through my website, which is on my Twin Flame channel. You can connect with me there. Also, I will be doing some live streaming videos coming up, especially for questions and answers you might have in regards to the Twin Flame journey and Twin Flame relationships. And I'll be having one, my first one actually, this coming Thursday. And this is the May 9th at 6:30 p.m. and that's Mountain Standard Time. And I'll come on live and see who shows up, and hopefully I'll be able to do it. I don't know what all the restrictions are in YouTube, so if I'm not set up correctly and I for some reason don't come on, I apologize ahead of time. Some of this stuff is an experiment, so to speak. And so anyway, just wanted to let you guys know about that. So if you're watching this video and would like to have some questions answered, or just watch, come see me at this channel on this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I'll try to do a live stream video to answer any questions you might have about your twin flame journey and relationship. So let's go now into the video actually about boundaries. So boundaries is such an interesting subject. There's books written about boundaries and how to set them and why to set them and how important it is to set them. And I've heard so many different things about boundaries. And yet, when you come into the twin flame relationship, I don't know if you noticed that, but I noticed that in my journey with my twin flame way back when, is, they transcend your boundaries. Do you ever notice that? How boundaries don't matter for twin flames, okay? So no matter how many boundaries or what kind of boundaries you set, your twin flame will go right past them, okay, into your uncomfortable zone. And there's actually a reason for it, and it's actually why twin flames are coming together, are there for you. If you met your twin flame, you are embarking on a special journey of growth, awakening, and healing. And by healing, again, I'm talking about resolving your unresolved experiences of your past. because I find throughout my journey and my practice, my healing practice, is that most of our dysfunction comes from these unresolved, so to speak, experiences we haven't fully digested in our past. And that includes, by the way, past lifetimes. So anyway, boundaries. The reason we set boundaries, okay, is because we want to protect ourselves. And what exactly from? From somebody overstepping their bounds into our uncomfortable zone. Now, why would anybody want to overstep their boundary into our uncomfortable zone, right? Well, and especially our twin flame, because they're accessing that part of ourselves, the deeper part of ourselves that needs healing, that has an unresolved issue. And that's what the discomfort is, okay? Is them accessing that point in which we feel the pain, in which we feel uncomfortable. And, you know, twin flames are so good at doing that. At least I know mine was. And it's amazing how they just are absolutely amazing at transcending boundaries. And so here's the crux to the whole thing, that we set these boundaries so that people will not access these points that make us uncomfortable, right? And the reason that the twin flames are able to do that is because of the love they have for each other. And also the big reason is why they came together is to help each other heal these unresolved issues we carry where we feel the pain. And that's why the twin flame relationship can be very intense and painful, because they do trigger with us the parts of ourselves that really need healing, that that are uncomfortable about who we are, that need resolution on a much deeper soul level. And so I'm here to say the boundaries are really for kindergartners, okay? Because you can set all the boundaries you want, all right? And it kind of blocks you in, per se, if you will, but doesn't necessarily keep anybody out. Because here's the other crux of to the whole thing, is that you're attracting with your vibration, right? And in your vibration are your wounded points. So while you're setting a boundary, at the same time you're actually attracting someone to come and cross that boundary vibrationally if you have a wounded point there. The reason why you're setting the boundary. Okay, so what I'm here trying to tell you is that the better way of dealing with things, if you will, instead of trying to set boundaries, is to actually heal the underlying wound points of, you know, resolving your unresolved stuff. Because then what happens is you won't be attracting the person who's going to cross your boundaries, because there's no reason for them to cross any boundary at that point. You won't be attracting them, period, to have that experience, because you've learned everything that it needs to be to learn from whatever that unresolved thing was. See, as long as it's unresolved, you haven't learned your lesson, okay? And so in order to learn the lesson, you have to resolve it, you have to heal it, you have to allow the soul to learn from that experience. And the way the soul learns from the experience is by healing, fully digesting the old pain. And as long as it's not fully digested, you aren't learning from it. And so thus it's unresolved. And therefore you're attracting that with that energy for somebody to come and break your boundary. So boundary is kind of a protection against somebody coming in, right, to that space, sacred space of woundedness, if you will, and yet you're attracting with it for them to come. because the idea is for you to know that it's there, and thus the trigger, and thus the uncomfortableness, because it's telling you, hey, there's something there for me to resolve. That's why I feel uncomfortable. And so so much for boundaries. Okay, so boundaries are a bunch of hogwash. I mean, you know, you can set them all you want, but is it going to change or fix somebody from coming in if you're really attracting that person to come in? Okay, probably not. And especially it's very much more prevalent in your twin flame relationship, because twin flames so much more are in your face, if you will, and transcend your boundaries and don't care about your boundaries and step right on your toes, because you know what, they want you to heal, they want you to grow, they want you to experience the spiritual awakening, they want you to flower and flourish and blossom into who you really are. And sometimes in order to do that, we have to heal the unresolved stuff, because it's what's preventing us from actually blossoming, fully opening up. And you know, that's the best I can tell you. And so that's why I do what I do, is I am here to help you on your twin flame journey, in your relationship, to help you resolve this unresolved stuff, to help you therefore shift the energy so you can actually have and manifest the things you want. Okay, whether it is your twin flame in your life or not, you know, that all depends on you guys' purpose here in your journey. But nonetheless, at least we can create some peace within you and some growth, and really, you know, living the life that you want, with peace, with calm, with pleasure, with happiness, with joy, and all those fun things. Okay, and you know, your soul wants you to thrive, and that's what this time is all about, is for us to all thrive, for us to be able to express fully who we are, and be able to do that without fear. You know, how many of us are in fear of expressing who we are and what our real opinion is? And it's so prevalent right now in our society. Everybody wants to shut everybody up. You know, don't tell me about that, I don't want to hear that. And you know, instead of looking at how can we all flourish, and how can we become who we really are and express that part of ourselves freely and you know, peacefully, and be understanding of each other. And there's so much change needed in the world out there, and you know, that's why I went through my awakening with my twin flame, is to help you do that, to help you make medicine. And so, you know, so much for boundaries. I mean, I think they're for kindergartners. I think you can do so much better than that, all right, than setting boundaries. I think you can make medicine, and I think you can shift your energy to a much better way of being for yourself. And if you would like some real help with that, you know, please get in touch with me. I offer private sessions. I have designed an entire membership program to help you participate in your own healings, as well as learning how to do quantum healings and past life regressions, and learn all the soul wisdom and ancient spiritual truths and things like that. If you're interested in that, please give me a holler, connect with me, and I will be happy to set you up and help you on your journey. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you next time.